Ringside crew. Welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And now here's your host, Joe, Panther III.
Thank you, AI voice, and welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And yes, I'm your host, Joe Panther III. And today's episode has a very, very special place in my heart. Today is the NYWC SpotLight for Draw the Line. So today, I have two gentlemen that need no further introduction, but let them introduce themselves anyway.
This is big man shit, Jorge La Bestia.
Welcome back,
And this is your NYWC Tag Team Champion, along with Mikey Whipwreck, JT Kaysen.
Well, wow, welcome, guys. Welcome. So, my gosh, NYWC Draw the Line, guys. Are you excited for tonight? You excited for tonight's event?
It's gonna be a hell of a show, baby. We got Pat's card. We got some great matches coming up. It's a lot of excitement in the air.
Yes. So, what matches do you want to start off with? You want me to just go through?
We might as well go through the card, but we got to talk about the big main event.
Yes.
We got to talk about the Big O, the NYWC champion, versus the cause of it all, Joey Conway.
Yes.
For the NYWC championship.
That match is going to literally be yeah.
But do you know about the stipulation?
Oh, no. What's
the stipulation? The special guest referee, Salvatore Savelli.
Oh, Mr. Main Event.
Mr. Savelli is going to be the special enforcer, man. That's exciting. That match, it's Savelli. Oh my God, Big O, Joey Conway. Last time Joey Conway came on Dudes Ringside, it was a funny, interesting thing. You're gonna have to tell him. He's gonna start laughing. Literally, the room crashed.
The room crashed?
StreamYard room crashed. We were live on Twitch, and it knocked me and my co-host out. And Joey Conway was the only person on the screen still talking, because you know how Joey.
Of course, he would still be talking.
And he was just he was by himself.
He probably prefers it that way.
We both came back and we're like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just talked for a few minutes. It's okay, guys. It was the Joey show."
It could have been a Joey show for about an hour. He would have been able to keep talking the whole time.
Yeah, he was just there talking, and we were gone. And I was going, "Oh, my computer, I'm dying." But it was just StreamYard. It was a StreamYard mess up. Let's go on. With this match with Big O and Joey, is there any things with this match?
They've been feuding for the whole year, so it's been back and forth the whole year. Joey Conway has been in the thick of the NYWC title hunt for a good portion since the Psycho Circus, really. And Savelli has been in there too. So that's really the true unknown element of this match. Savelli is the guest referee, and whose side is he really going to be on? He lost at the space against Joey Conway because Joey Conway clocked him with some brass knuckles or whatever he had in his hand. Although he'll deny that. But there's some interesting pieces in this match. We don't know how it's going to fall out.
Yeah, it's something with Joey and everybody on this match is a legit top card dog. Of course, Joey would kick my ass if I didn't tell him he was a top card, and then he called me a dork. So he did that to me when I came to the show a few Julys ago. Told me sit down. Your podcast sucked, but he put me over, so it's okay. But let's talk about the other matches we have in store for today. Let's go and show the card. Boom, here we go.
Well, first off, we got HC Loke versus CJ Bambino. ECW and ROH star HC Loke one of the toughest guys on the planet, and CJ Bambino is trying to like impress the little big man. I don't know if you've seen his promos lately.
Yeah, I've been watching. Trust me, even though I'm down in the woods, I've been watching NYWC stuff on Instagram. Check it out.
But yeah, then we got Michael Mistretta against AEW's QT Marshall, which will be a big challenge for Mistretta, although he doesn't think so. We got Aiden Bale versus J-Rad, who's been proving himself in the hardcore scene in the NYWC. He's been going through match after match trying to prove himself as a hardcore icon.
I learned that one.
Well, George, you know about that one.
I do. He is definitely
we got Dolly Darko versus Ellie Valentine. I'm sorry. Hold on. Need a little drink a little bit. Ellie Valentine.
She's a new one there. Like, I'm very familiar with her. She's a really good wrestler. She's very into her character, and like, if you ever need her to do a hardcore match, she could throw down with chairs. And she knows how to do that hardcore stuff. So if she ever wants to do a hardcore match in that against her opponent, so I'm just saying.
Dolly's gonna be in for a tough fight. I mean, this is Elle's debut in NYWC, but I've been watching her work a little bit, and she looks like a really tough girl. So I think it's gonna be a really tough, matchup for Dolly.
Yes, totally. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be very, very, very tough. Very, very tough. But I wish both competitors nothing but the best. It's going to be a good match, and
of course,
I know I'm going to hear a lot about it later on in the afterwards. So let's show the next. Oh, sorry, keep going.
We got a couple more. We got the Fusion NYWC Fusion Championship match. The champion Giorgio Lawrence will be taking on A1G, who won the Cosmic Collision and Battle Royal to space for this opportunity. Two of the youngest stars in NYWC right now.
A1G, he was going to come join us tonight, but he was busy doing stuff, and I was like, oh man, could have been here too, talking about his match, but he was busy. Well, yeah, and then most importantly, we can't not talk about the Greek god himself, Papa Don.
Well, of course, Papa Don would have gotten me if we didn't talk about Papa Don. The Greek god Papa Don against Young Glory Brando Lee.
That's going to be another good one, because both competitors, of course, Papa Don is the god, but like Brando Lee, like I saw him wrestle in Pennsylvania at PPW, and man, he could throw down. He can throw down. Like
Brando Lee's been impressing a lot of people as of late. That's why actually Papa Don requested this match.
Ooh.
That's going to be a great match. That's going to be fire. I can't wait to see that one.
Yes, and now we have the next card. You ready for the next one?
Yes, let's go.
Boom. There we go.
Hey, who's that handsome guy in the top right?
I know. Look at that guy.
Oh, wait, that's Mikey Whipwreck.
Oh,
I don't know who the ugly guy next to him is. So it's going to be me and Mikey Whipwreck defending our newly won NYWC Tag Team Championships against the Slime Balls, who we defeated at the space. George, you better be on our side on that one.
Oh, of course I am. Of course. Can't go on the Slime Ball side. No way.
Nope.
Never want to go to Slime Ball City.
Nope. I got a proton pack.
You got a proton pack?
I got a proton pack, traps, and lots of anger, because I'm like Louis Tully trying to shoot the slime off the. You know where I'm going with this?
Yes,
George?
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah. Just shooting at everything. Busting slime. All right, next match.
Then we got the NYWC Starlight Championship being defended. Amity LeVay against Tina San Antonio, who was previously a two-time NYWC Starlight champion.
And I met her in that July when I came there, when they were doing the outdoor show by the church. That's when Tina was actually the champion, the women's champion. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tina is a tough athlete. She's been a long vet in the business, And Amity, while she's taken NYWC by storm, I think she's gonna have a tough time with Tina San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Tina's a big name. Like she hadn't been there for a while in NYWC, and she's just coming back. Do you think either you guys? Do you think Tina has a chance to take the title back?
You never know. I think so. It's possible.
I think so too. She's a very tough woman. She's done it before. She's faced some of the best in the business. I think she has a legit shot tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do we got next?
Then we got Le Absolute, which features Absolute Alvin, and the Le Pro Gamer. I don't know my French very well. Le Pro Gamer R1, who's a newcomer on the scene too. He's a super legit high flyer from France. And then we got Post Game, and then Milk Chocolate in what will be a crazy triple threat tag match.
Oh, Post Game. I know the Post Game. That's Miami Mike and his partner, right?
That's right.
Another two people from PPW that I'm very familiar with. So when you speak to Miami Mike, tell him Joe Panther III says hi.
Definitely will. They've been showing off at the last few months. NYWC they've been impressing all the right people. So, give them props. Post game's
really
great.
good wrestlers, but they're missing one part of their team. They don't have their awesome manager with his pink jacket, Hellfire McGuire. Where's Hellfire McGuire?
I'm not sure. I've never met the guy.
Oh my gosh, everybody knew Hellfire. Maybe he's on it. Maybe he forgot that they left for the trip and he's still on his phone and he walked the other direction and missed the car ride. But
maybe he doesn't like Long Island.
Maybe he doesn't like Long Island. I don't know. But he likes the beach. He likes to party. So.
Well, okay then. Well, it's the winter time. Nobody wants to go Long Island in the winter time.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Closed.
Yeah, all the bars are closed. Beaches are closed. So next, we have a very, very important match, the Trios Championship match.
The newly won Trios Championship, the inaugural Trios Champion, the Inevitable, will be taking on Spider, Nuke, and Dan Barry.
Oh, wow. That brings me back. That team, I'm old school NYWC. Spider, Dan Barry. I don't think Nuke was there when I was going to NYWC.
Yeah, Nuke was one of the first NYWC champions. So all these guys, we posted earlier, it was yesterday, we posted a really cool picture on Instagram that features all of them from the early days of NYWC, from back in like 2003, 2004, 2001, 2002 maybe. Like really cool photos. Those guys have a long history in the company, and those guys know a lot about the business. So even though the Inevitable has Mike Mondo, I think there's going to be a lot of experience on the Originals team that will supersede and possibly allow them to capture the Trio Championship.
Ooh, that should be interesting because there's a lot.
I think there's going to be an upset.
I'm surprised that Mikey. I know you were with Mikey as a tag team champion, but like, are you guys going to be looking through the curtain, like considering maybe like to bring a third onto your team and maybe make and try to win another belt, like try to win a trios championship one day?
I mean, possibly. I mean, like it all depends. Mikey, hey, you're available. Mikey's a weird cat. He kind of like. He chooses his partners very carefully. And I was one of his students back in the day, so I'm very lucky to have the opportunity to team with my trainer. But, he finds people that fits his mold. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying George, we might all be doing this. But
I can see Mikey doing it, like doing this.
I can too. So possibly we'll consider it. But first we have to defend these before we worry about those.
Yeah. So out of all the matches for tomorrow, if like my like my fans from the overseas, like the England and stuff like that, if they want to watch this show tonight, is there anywhere they could find it?
It's not streaming live, unfortunately, but we will have the matches up soon after the show. We're working on that. We have a new camera crew, so hopefully we'll get the footage up as soon as possible.
Where, if they would like to follow any of you guys on social media, how can they manage to find the NYWC or you guys on social?
Well, NYWC, we got NYWC Wrestling _ for Instagram, NYWC Wrestling for Twitter, NYWC Wrestling for YouTube. For myself, we got Beer Blood Body Slams. And what's yours, George?
Instagram, Jorge _ La Bestia. And what do they call it? Twitter or X? Right? Do we call it still Twitter?
I call it
X going to give it to you.
Anytime I hear that, I hear DMX. Copyrighted. Dude. Oh
what you really want?
What you really want? Jesus. Guys, if like this, I want to thank you two for coming on the podcast. It really means a lot to me that you guys have come on Dudes, because if there wasn't for NYWC, Dudes at Ringside podcast would not be around, because like that's like my dream to be like working with you guys, and I definitely like in the future I want to attend a show, and if you need help like as someone to like announce something or like a commentator, I'll come with my suit jacket. George knows I don't play around when I come to shows. I wear my suit jacket. I dress professional, and I love it representing my old stomping grounds, Long Island, and that's why you guys, I had to have NYWC on Dudes at Ringside, because there's so many wrestlers from NYWC that need a spotlight. That like really, before we go, with it being the Thanksgiving month, what, like, if there was kids out there I know the kids are watching this episode, all you guys, if they wanted to join the wrestling business, what kind of advice would you give them before we go?
If you want to join pro wrestling or be involved in pro wrestling, first off, you have to find the right school.
Mm-hmm.
We've been very lucky to have a really, really good school. NYWC has provided some of the best talent in the wrestling industry. I mean, between Tony Nese, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Matt Cardona, and Brian Myers. Mike Mondo, Trent Beretta, John Silver, Alex Reynolds. We have some of the best talent in NYWC wrestling. So, and guess what? We have Mike Mondo training right now. So if you're close of age, or you're of age and want to give it a shot, this is a great place to do it. But in the meantime, just do the right thing. Just study wrestling, study what goes on in the matches, keep yourself in good shape, and just do the right thing. Just keep working hard. Keep working at it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, gentlemen. This means a lot to me. I can't even say it. It's hard to explain because, independent wrestling is where it's at, and I learned where it is, where it all starts. As I tell people I work with that never watch wrestling, independent wrestling is like the farm system. One day, I told George, you could hit a grand slam and go like 4 for 5, and they see it, and they'll bring you up to the majors. It's not that easy to get up there, but when you get up there, you know where you are. We know where you came from. Thank you very much. I'm Joe Panther III.
Big man shit, Jorge La Bestia.
And I do big man shit, but I'm JT Kaysen.
And thank you again for watching the NYWC Spotlight for Jordan Line. And we will catch you in the next one. Have a good day, guys. And get your tickets now.